Dear colleagues, I'm glad to present our paper towards the tokenization of business process models using the blockchain technology and smart contracts. It was prepared by me, Andrii, Kopp, and my colleague, Dmytro Orlovskyi. We represent the Department of Software Engineering and Management Intelligent Technologies of National Technical University, Kharkiv Polytechnic Institute. The relevance of the problem of the blockchain-driven cross-organizational business process modeling, versioning, and executing was considered in multiple recent studies. Thanks to the blockchain inter-organizational storage of tokenized business process models may provide collaborative parties with the proof of authorship, censorship resistance, time-stamping, and immutability. This is why the problem of business process model tokenization remains relevant, and respective information technologies should consider latest trends of blockchain technology and digital economics. The problem of business process model tokenization, which means representation of process models as digital tradable assets on a certain crypto platform, must be solved to reach considered business process management driven tokenomics. The object of this research includes sharing and exchange of business process models. The subject of research is the approach to business process models tokenization using blockchain and smart contracts. The term blockchain in general means an immutable or read-only data structure, a linked list of blocks, a directed acyclic graph, or a tree-like data structure in which new data can be only appended at the end of chain. Smart contracts are immutable programs publicly stored on blockchain. They sometimes are referred as decentralized applications or DApps, performing exactly as they were developed without possibility of fraud, downtime, censorship, or interference. In the context of blockchain, tokenization means representation of real physical or electronic assets, commodities, real estate, ownership rights for arts or other collectibles, currency, and other assets digitally on the blockchain. There are fungible and non-fungible, or NFT, token standards exist. The most popular are ERC-20 and ERC-721 respectively, proposed by the Ethereum platform. The NFT token standard ERC-721 better suits for the business process models that are unique and that are unequal in terms of their syntactic and semantic properties. And this standard, this is why it could be used to define value of shared models. There could be used a semiotic quality or SQL framework for evaluation of syntactic and semantic validity and completeness of BPMN, business process models. The business process modeling notation BPMN is the de facto standard nowadays, so this is why we propose to use such graphic diagrams for the tokenization as NFT assets. The process of tokenization of business process models using smart contracts includes 4 steps. First, the BPMN model metadata should be provided, and there should be also provided semantic and syntactic features of the tokenized business process model. Then, respective NFT token can be minted, and finally, the decentralized application users can evaluate models' visibility and completeness to understand and define its value. The evaluation of tokenized business process models includes the following steps. So each tokenized BPMN model should be described using 2 tuples. The first tuple includes the number of syntactically invalid nodes or elements in this model and the number of syntactically incomplete elements in this model. The second tuple includes the number of semantically invalid elements of the model and the number of semantically incomplete elements of such model. The syntactic validity and completeness, they consider correspondence of the diagram to the BPMN standard, while the semantic validity and completeness correspond to the reflection of real business process described by a specific model or diagram. Then the specific metrics can be calculated. First, the syntactic validity can be calculated as the reversed ratio of between the number of syntactically invalid nodes to the number of total elements in the business process model. The syntactic completeness can be calculated as the reversed ratio between the number of syntactically incomplete elements to the number of all elements in the BPMN diagram. And the semantic validity can be also calculated as the reversed ratio between the number of semantically invalid elements to the number of all elements of some process diagram. And finally, the semantic completeness measure can be also calculated as the reversed ratio of between the number of semantically incomplete elements of process model to its total number of elements. The obtained values can be also transformed into the linguistic using the respective thresholds of the Harrington scale to obtain the good, satisfied, and bad values. And these linguistic values can be also assigned with the color codes, the green for good values, the yellow for satisfied values, and the red for bad values, to visually explain the decentralized applications users the value of a certain tokenized business process model. Then we developed the NFT compatible smart contract to store business process models. We actually extended the existing ERC 721 standard with the specific behavior. The publisher who needs to tokenize a BPMN model can store the image or the diagram of such model and the metadata of the future NFT in some third-party storage, as it usually happens for other existing NFT collectibles like digital arts or some other painting or valuable assets. Then publisher can submit the model publishing form by giving some descriptions of a business process model to the decentralized application, which will furthermore interconnect with the smart contract to mint the respective NFT, after which the publisher can also submit the contacts publishing form to provide his or her real life contacts to ensure the communication between the parties. And the users of decentralized application can also get the token metadata using the decentralized application and by accessing the respective smart contract to read the tokens data. The decentralized application uses properties of a certain BPMN model stored inside the smart contract and calculates syntactic and semantic metrics of the quality. And the decentralized application, besides the calculations, also displays the model's data. Other users can check publishers' contact information, also by reading from the smart contract via the decentralized application to reach some owner in the real world, not on the blockchain, to ensure the inter-organizational exchange of the tokenized business process models. The design and development of a decentralized application prototype is actually similar to any client-server web application. It uses HTML, CSS, and JavaScript language for the front-end application, but instead of the application server and persistent data storage like the database server of relational databases or NoSQL databases, it uses the smart contract and the blockchain ledger, respectively, to perform the backend calculations and to perform the data storage. Our decentralized application prototype was used to perform certain experiments. We have successfully minted several NFTs with the tokenized BPMN business process models. They can be also observed in the MetaMask wallet or other cryptocurrency wallet that support NFTs, because we have extended the NFT standard accepted by Ethereum and other Ethereum compatible blockchain networks. And we have a single page application, also the page of our decentralized application, which allows to observe a collection of tokenized business process models. It connects to the smart contract, and it allows to see the models, see the images, and get the name, the description, the information about NFT's owner, and also syntactic validity, syntactic completeness, semantic validity, and semantic completeness of each tokenized process diagram to estimate its value, and furthermore reach the owner to decide maybe this business process model can be actually purchased and can be used as the best practice for their organization. Finally, we have developed, to conclude, we have developed the DIA prototype, which allows to publish a model as the NFT, to review already published NFTs, to including the model names, descriptions, BPMN diagram images with a full-size preview, and that allows to calculate quality metrics, reach owners, contact data to interact besides the blockchain in the real world, and to check the identity of tokenized BPMN models, to share own contact information if necessary. Future work in this field includes development of the decentralized marketplace by elaborating the current DIA prototype, and probably the exchange for BPMN models as NFTs without the necessity to come outside of the blockchain and to follow the Web3 ideology. As well, we plan to perform more evaluation, more rigorous evaluation of tokenized process models, not only using the human judgment as we proposed here, but only using special methods and algorithms to elaborate the proposed approach. So thank you very much for your attention.